My name is Peggy Francis. My family and I have been members of Coker United Methodist Church for almost 25 years. I am currently serving on the Stewardship Committee and have been asked to speak to you today about stewardship, a way of life at Coker. Stewardship is about how we live our commitment to support the church with our prayers, our presence, our gifts, our service, and our witness. Stewardship is not just about your financial commitment to this church. It's much, much more. Stewardship requires an intentional effort on each of our parts to follow through on the pledge we made to support Coker Church. In thinking about stewardship, I was reminded of an incident with my oldest son about 20 years ago. One year, when he was about 10, Coker had a 6-week program that took his age group on outings once a week, a kind of field trip day camp or a Mother's Day out. One morning in July, I let my oldest child go off to the local water park with the church group. I had no fear. He knew his name, his address, his phone number, and he knew his way around that water park like he knew his way around his own backyard. Later that afternoon, when I picked him up at the church parking lot, he came towards my car with the head chaperone, both looking rather grim. The chaperone said, "Mrs. Francis, we had a little problem with Kyle today. He wouldn't stop playing long enough to check in. I'm sure you can understand how upsetting this was to all the chaperones." After agreeing that it must have been rather aggravating, I asked Kyle if he understood the rules and asked him why he didn't check in. He said, "But Mom, I knew exactly where I was." In thinking about stewardship, this memory challenges me. Do I know what is expected of me in my vow to uphold Coker with my prayers, my presence, my gifts, my service, and my witness? Do I know where I am, where I stand in my faith? Have I checked in with God? Today, we offer you a wristband to wear to remind you of your pledge to support Coker Church. I challenge you to use this stewardship wristband to remind you of 3 questions. Do you understand your commitment to Coker of your prayers, presence, gifts, service, and witness? Do you know where you are, where you stand in your faith? And have you checked in with God?